All right, what's good, everyone? It's your boy Zero. This is my yearly Halo 3 ODST content. This time it's not going to be gameplay, but I'm going to be doing a tier list like everyone else has been doing for the other games because it seems like no one else wants to do it for ODST. That's not true, but I'm doing it today. So anyway, starting off. Also, this is like no research, but it's just totally unbiased. Adversary. I'm gonna go ahead and put him solid high B. Definitely high B. I would say low A maybe. He was good when he was about the game. He's not anymore. As far as I know, he was only about the game for a little bit, not too long. I don't know much of the history there, but pretty decent. I think he had full game record at one point. Let me pull this up. Did he? Yeah, he had easy record for a while. Also, I'm going to be basing these off like easy and ledge, so not just easy and not just ledge, but he held easy world record for quite a bit. Not a lot of ledge gameplay. I don't think he ever played ledge, so I can't really put him too much higher. But yeah, Bloop. Honestly, gotta go S tier. Gotta go S tier with Bloop. He's barely been putting in a lot of work. He is really good at pretty much the whole game, and to my knowledge, he's all right on ledge. Yeah, I mean, he's top 10, so better than me. Not that that's saying much, but coastal guy. He's got actually plenty of streets records too, bat chest, and uplift record, easy and ledge currently. Your boy still has the we'll get into that, but all right, this is this ceiling tile is drunk sniper 0. The thing is with drunk sniper, he's a Teari guy. He hasn't played in a long time. He was Teari guy. I want to say he did a little bit of full game, just not a lot. Let's take a look. He never submitted a time. I want to say he did a full game at one point, but yeah, I mean, other than his Teari time, nothing too crazy. So he is the king of Teari, though, as everyone knows. Just there's not a lot to go off. I think I have to go C tier if I'm being completely honest. We maybe honestly low C. No shade. He's really good at Teari, and he did find D route, which I'm taking into account here, but not a whole lot to go off is really the issue. Coma, kind of similar. He's like the data hive guy, and I mean, let me take a look. He has done a little bit of full game. I remember I raced him at one point, like way early on. Yeah, really just data hive mostly. He has a pretty good Oni ledge time, actually. But other than that, I think honestly, I gotta rank. You know what? I might have to bump drunk sniper down. If I'm being honest, D is for drunk sniper, maybe. No shade against drunk sniper, but I think I gotta put Coma in like a similar league. But since Coma has a lot more experience, I would put Coma in C probably. All right, Mankey. Mankey only played for a little bit. I was debating whether to even include Mankey here. Let me just move my OBS really quick. Debating whether I even wanted to include Mankey, but he did hold the ledge full game record for a little bit until Nails swooped in, and you'll notice Nails and Sorks aren't on here because they're like, just obvious S tier for every game anyway, basically. The thing is, Mankey did ledge. He was pretty good, but it was for like a short stint. Kind of a similar thing to Adversary almost, but like the opposite in the sense that, he was pretty much only for ledge. So I'd kind of rank him the same, probably like B tier. Nagato, I think I've got to put Nagato in A tier. Again, I'm not too versed in the history, so I hope this isn't offending anyone, but no, he before like 2020, let's say, maybe a little like 2018. You know, he was kind of reigning over with our next person. Yeah, he was definitely A tier. I wouldn't quite go to S just because I don't think he ever really had like a full domination, anything like that. We're only gonna have a few S tiers here. I think A is pretty solid for Nagato. I would say high A. I actually don't know how this list is gonna look other than that, but definitely like high A, bordering on S maybe. Rob, I'm gonna have to go S tier. You know, obviously he hasn't played in a long time, but just for like years before I joined, and even like around the time I was starting to run, you know, early like 2020, 2021, he was just dominating on ODST. So for his time, you know, he was absolutely phenomenal, outstanding runner. Skilled games, skill at 18 Matthew. This one I think I gotta go A, honestly. He was pretty good at both easy and ledge. Let me pull up the record history. Although maybe did he delete his times? No. Oh wait, maybe he never had ledge record. I'm not sure actually. That might be a bad placement. I could have sworn he had ledge record at one point, but I might be wrong. He did have easy record. I remember that. That was like when I started running. I think, yeah, I'll probably lump him in. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move adversary. I think I want to put skilled like below adversary, above mankey. I might, we'll come back to this. I might bump adversary up by the end of this, but wingman, this is an obvious S tier. He's like the successor to heroic, now legendary Rob. He has, if we take a look, he has record on like more than half the stuff for ODST. Has a trophy on everything. Only 2 of them are bronze. 3 of them are bronze. So this one's given. I would say he's top of S tier. I'll actually, let's rank these in between. I would put Rob above Blue probably, and then yeah, I think. I mean, he's the ODST guy, right? Like, what else is to be said there? Me, see, my thing is kind of similar to like, not really adversary, but I just like, I only played easy. My only real contribution was highway skip, which granted, like that is the biggest trick in the game. So like, I think that's a big, like that's pretty important. But at the same time, I never had full game record. I've only held Kazingo and Uplift IL records, I think. So, well, and Coastal, I guess, technically. But yeah, I mean, I kind of fell off. I don't really run anymore. Probably put myself like mid B tier, if I'm being honest. Above Mankey. I do have ledge times. I'm absolutely terrible at ledge, but that really comes down to like I've only played ledge for the relays, like literally just to fill in. I feel like if I really tried, I could probably get a better time. I mean, my sum of S is already like sub 110, but I don't know. I don't play the game. I think that's the issue here. Sillies. I don't really know, honestly. I think for Sillies, thing is, he does a lot of like lasso stuff, weird, whatever you want to call that, like crew. Let me pull up his profile here. Yeah, he has trophy on Oni easy. He's tied with me. He's kind of like an all-around runner. Like his easy time, he's like number 4, number 8 actually. Wow, I didn't realize the time's gone that low. He has a good easy time. He has a pretty solid ledge time as well, just like in terms of leaderboard placement. But nothing really stands out about Sillies, if I'm being honest. I think I gotta put Sillies like right around where Coma's at, maybe a little bit above Coma. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll put Sillies a little bit above Coma. Rylum, we all saw what happened a couple years ago in the easy relay. But he, for his time, because he doesn't really run anymore, but for his time when he was playing, you know, he got a 102 and record was like a high one. So for his time, he was actually pretty decent. You know, he was able to contend. Like me and him would race, and you know, he'd genuinely get close. Thing is, I don't think he really did any ledge either, and you know, I don't know that he ever held a trophy or anything. I really wanted to include him here because he was really helpful. Oh, he has a 101. Yeah, he has a 101 now anyway. He was really helpful with like the relays, especially though when you know it's hard to find people to run ODST. So you know, I think I would put him like probably mid C tier. That's me being nice though. If I had to be honest, I think I got to put him like D tier, probably like tied with drunk, a little below drunk. And again, really drunk sniper. The big thing is there's just nothing to go on. Like if he played a lot more, I bet he might be really good, but we haven't really seen it is the issue. Viper Red is so here's the thing with Viper Purple. Viper Blue did a lot of like coastal, as everyone knows. He did do full game. To my knowledge, he's only done ODST and Halo 4 full game, but I don't see. The problem is he's like deleted all his times. Oh no, he has them up. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean he does still have a few trophies. Oh well, those are streets, so you know. But yeah, Viper Yellow was the coastal guy for a while. Oh, I guess I didn't include Welsh, but you know, no one even knows who that is anymore. Yeah, I'd have to put Viper Green like probably mid C tier, honestly, low C tier. Really, the thing that comes down to is like I don't think he was necessarily super like amazing at the game at one point. To be fair to him, like I don't think he really cared to apply himself. Streets don't really count here, so I'm not. You know, we don't need all that. Yeah. Tubble, formerly known as Kid Trouble, from the Slate jersey. I would put him here. If being honest though, I mean he is better than me at the game. Just being completely transparent, I think I need to put him in A tier, around where Nagato is. The thing is, like again, if you look at like where Nagato was at his time, you know he was really good. But I'm trying to take like a holistic view here, so I think that's fair. Putting Kid Tubble in A tier. Yev is kind of see the thing is Yev is actually really good at the game. He's kind of the big problem is my understanding is like he only played ODST for relay, just like Rylam, right? But the difference is, you know, Yev actually he has trophy on ledge. He's like 4 seconds behind me on easy, and he got that time before me. So he is actually really good. I think Yev is gonna be an easy A tier placement, above Trouble. Honestly, above Nagato even. No. Again, I'm trying to take like a holistic view because we can't just judge Nagato based on now. So I think I would put him above Tubble, but you know, below Nagato probably. Last but not least, we got Hark. The thing with Hark is like, you know, he was good at the game for a bit, but like, was he really? Was that maybe it was just because he was just playing the game for 16 hours a day, right? I think I'm gonna have to put Hark in like B tier somewhere. If I'm being completely honest, he did have easy world record. The issue is like I don't think he played ledge at all, other than NMPD. Let me take a look here. I know he never did like a ledge full game for ODST. Of course, though, he is really big on like the trick development. That's something that's really important. But again, if it's going off that, you know, and kind of, I would kind of lump Hark like similar to me, honestly, similar category, because like, you know, there was a long time actually. I don't know if anyone remembers this back in like 2022, 2021. No, like 2021, end of 2020, like around the time all the tricks were being found, like Kiko out of bounds and high skip, all that stuff. There was a long time we were just doing races like every day, and we were really close to each other, like on all of our times basically. So if I had to rank Hark, honestly, I think I would put him a little bit above me, just since he was faster than me until he stopped playing. But yeah, I would put him like a little bit above me. And now let me just kind of work through this again. Adversary. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I think no skilled. The thing is, adversary is kind of like Hark. Now that I'm thinking about it, but the skilled, other than like easy record, didn't really have anything super crazy. To my knowledge, he was uplift guy, OD uplift guy. But let's see. I mean, S tier. I think this is a solid S tier. Putting Rob just behind Wingman, and I would say they're pretty on par in terms of like for their times. But just since Wingman is like obviously he just dominates, he mogs everyone on ODST. Bloop is up and coming. I 100% think Bloop is gonna easy world record some point here, and he's like a mile away from everyone else on Coastal. He's doing pretty good on like a lot of levels. So yeah, I think Bloop definitely an S tier. A tier, I think this is a solid ranking, honestly. Yeah, B tier. Again, I'm not too sure on these. I'm gonna kind of leave this up in the air. Leave it for you to decide, you the viewer. I think these are probably fair rankings. Again, I'm mostly worried about like adversary and skilled. Because the thing is, like, I would put adversary up because he was really good at the time, but it seemed like it was just like a short period of time the adversary was really good at ODST. That's kind of the thing there. Skilled is kind of similar, but again, skilled is, I don't know, skilled. If skilled didn't have ledge, I'd probably put him below everyone else. But he was pretty decent at ledge. He was kind of like one of the relay carries. Just like always there and very dependable. Yeah, I think hard above me is fair, and yeah, I think again Mankey's kind of a similar issue to like adversary, where he just didn't play for long and he only did like ledge full game, didn't really do much ILs, so definitely like low B tier, mid B tier, let's say. Sillies, yeah, I mean Coma and Viper again, they both had full game times, but mostly just ILs. So I think this is a fair C tier, and then I do feel really bad putting Drunk in D tier, but again, just a lot to go off. He's kind of just an IL Andy with like less to go off. And yeah, Rylem, honorable mention. Yeah, I don't know. I would put him in 6-7, but I think that's more of an insult than D tier. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's my list. So hope everyone enjoyed, and if you disagree, you're wrong.